Welcome to the channel, guys. Thanks for joining me again. As the last video, I am once again out on beautiful Lake Catoma here in North Alabama, Cullman, Alabama. For those of you that aren't familiar with Lake Catoma, it's a city water supply here in Cullman County, Cullman City, Cullman County. And we're gonna search for some bass. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to be able to fish today. The wind is pretty strong, probably 10 to 15 miles an hour. That's rough on a kayak, but we're going to get after them. I think I'm going to run the west bank and try to stay out of the wind and see how that works out. If not, I'm going to have to go hole up in some pockets somewhere. I hope I don't have to do that, but I've got an idea where I want to go and what I want to do. I'm hoping to get a frog bite. I'm hoping to get maybe a jig bite or something, but I never know. I generally do start out with a game plan, and Mother Nature always throws me a curve at some point. So you guys hang around. I am about to head down the lake, and we're gonna see if we can use this west side of the lake. We got a long stretch of probably a mile or more, 2 miles of west side that I may could stay out of the wind. If not, I'll have to look for something else. Hang out. I'll catch you when we get somewhere. Wow. First cast with the new bait. He's not a monster, but I am gonna net him and make sure I get him in. Alright guys, I have swapped sides of the lake. I did go down the creek, like I said. The wind was so strong blowing up in that creek that there was no way I could really fish properly. It was working me so fast, and I couldn't do anything with it. So swapped back over to the side of the lake that's manageable. Was able to make some casts, and boom, we've got our first fish in the boat. I've been throwing a frog this morning, and I got a new bait that is not really a frog, and I promised my buddy Terry, who gave it to me. Terry, I appreciate it, because it put a fish in the boat for me. Now, I don't remember the name of it, but I will know the name of it before I get this edited, and we'll get that on the screen for you. I figure out how to get this little fella, get my hook back in there. But anyway, this is what the little fella looks like. You work it like a frog, or you can just reel it. The little legs on this thing makes a tremendous amount of noise. It's a different sound. It's a different sound than a buzzbait. And glad he gave me one. He caught me a fish. So big shout to Terry. I got to figure out how to get this back through here without wrecking everything. That fish whirled me up. There we go. Alright, I'm going to get this rig back up. I'm going to get back in the weeds. I'm drifting back off again, and we'll get us another one put in the boat. Get in here, little feller. Boy, is he mad about it. Oh, cut it out. There we go. Well, I found a calm spot. Check out that pretty tiny little spotted bass right there. That's a beautiful little fish, even though he's little. We'll put him back and quit scaring him. And I drop shotted him out of about 8 to 10 feet of water. Let me show you, my line's tangled up. Let me show you my bait. This is a hand pour. This is one of my creations. See how flat that little jewel is? That is got more action than you can imagine as far as a drop shot worm. Let me get it. That is bad to the bone right there. And I've poured that in basically clear with silver flake to represent a shad. And it works. It's fun. It's a awesome look. It's not that great of a looking bait to us as some of your production models that are real slick with all the little legs and all the kinds of junk, but in the water, that's the best looking thing I've ever seen. It's got more action than you can imagine, and you don't have to move it. You can pull your line tight, the water moves it. It is so cool. But anyway, it tricked that little fella. We're on a little steeper bank. I'm sitting in 13 feet of water. I couldn't see it on the weeds back there very well without getting blown everywhere, so I kind of gave up on my topwater bite for a little while. Decided I'd work some of these shady pockets with a worm, and we pulled one out, even though he was a junior. Maybe we can get one a little bigger. But hang out, we will keep you informed if we get another one. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Alright guys, we got a hold of us a good one. He is not interested in coming up. He's going to. I gotta be easy. Got him on my little spinning rod. He's not happy with me. We want this one. We want this one. Get in here, buddy. There we go. That's how you drop shot up a big one. I really like to do that. Oh, and the hook came out. And that's a tiny hook. Look what we dragged up, boys. Drop shotted him up. Man, it took all day to get me one of these. I didn't even get no frogfish that big, much less on tiny little line. All right, we'll get him back. Oh, I'm putting you back, buddy. One more look. We'll see you. He wet me. I guess he owed me that. I stuck a hook in his jaw. He did sling my worm off out into Narnia somewhere. But I'm gonna try to show you guys. I don't know if it's gonna show up. That is a size 1 hook. That's the size I generally fish with, and you cannot horse them. You got to let them run when they need to run, and you got to have the right rod that's got some give so they can run. You got to have decent line, and all that came together on that time. Anyway, that one, I shot it up next to the bridge pilings, pitching my little drop shot out, and I have changed colors since the last fish. I've gone to a darker color. It's still the same worm like I pour. It's the darker color. I don't know exactly what color that is because I use a lot of recycled plastic. Some of these, the darker ones, are definitely recycled from other worms I've already used and tore up. And this is a darker one. It does have some added flake, real fine flake in it. And we're gonna ease back over to the bridge. And all I was doing is pitching this thing out by the bridge pylon. A little bit past it, actually. A little bit past it, and letting it pendulum down. And these little old baits, they're flat, and they're gonna flutter like nobody's business. And so when that thing flutters by one of these pylons, it looks like a dying shad. And he smacked it, boy. Took off with it. So we're gonna ease back over and fish some more of these. If nothing else, I've had a good day now. Found a new bait I could work top water, and I caught me a big one on a drop shot. That makes me happy. All right, let's go over here and hunt us another. There we go, boys. Got us another. Man, these fish are far apart today. But we are putting a few in the boat. There we go. There's Terry's little frog imitation bait he give me. I've had a couple blow-ups. Oh man, that fish, he wasn't coming off. Had a couple blow-ups. I had one hit that, oh my goodness, he is in there. Whoa. Anyway, couple blow-ups, and I missed a fish on the little plastic frog. And what had happened is I doubled when I put it back, or one of my times I fixed it, I didn't pay attention, and I buried my hook completely up in it. It wasn't going to come out, and it wasn't going to hook a fish. So it wasn't really the bait's fault, my fault. Operator error in that case. So we are working our way actually back to the ramp. Got a pretty good ways to go, but letting the wind help us just a little. And man, that's a lot of fun when you can watch that explosion go off and the fish jumps out of the water, and you got to get him through all these weeds and junk. But hang on, we're gonna try to get us another one. Need to clear some rods, and we'll go again. Hang out with me, I'll let you know if I get one. Well guys, it's been a pretty fun day out here on the water. Lake Catoma is always a joy to get out and fish. Wind hampered me a little most of the day, but that's just part of fishing. And can't wait to get to come back again. And it's kind of neat being back on the old home waters when you haven't really been fishing them the past few years. I come back randomly, and that's the way my fish were today. They felt very random, but you guys stay safe. I'll get you some more fish catching out here on Catoma next time I'm out here. And I think it's about to be hot, and those fish are going to pull out on these points, and we're going to have some fun dragging the big worms and some jigs. You guys stay safe. I'll catch you next time.